Okay, this is Corey Patterson. He's a 2018, I believe, maybe 2019. Um, I'm just really proud of this kid. He's done a lot of work this summer, and this swing is so much better than when we started. Right away, you can see that he's wasting no time just getting into the position where he's going to have a long lead shoulder. I'm sorry, a long lead barred arm. And I don't necessarily you know, have a good or bad opinion about that. If that's what you need to get into that position, then go ahead. To me, everything starts. I don't care what people do until they get here, and he's in a pretty good stance at what we call stride foot plant. Um, I'd like to see a little bit of a better bat angle here. Right now, I'd like it to be about there instead of straight up and down. But again, that's just picking. That's just picking on him if I'm really gonna find something to be, to work with. I really like what I'm seeing from Corey's swing. He uses the ground well. You'll see good extension through the ball there. That ball's low and away. That's not a good offering. He keeps his lever. This is a swing and showcase he probably should have let go, but look at the good things that we see. We see the front ankle roll there. See how the ankle rolls right in here. And then because of that, because he's supporting himself over the plate, you'll see this residual fall with this foot as it falls over the plate there. And that's good. And because the pitch is away, look at the length of his decel after impact. You'll see it go high and around. He's really worked hard on extending his decel. He has a long time to slow down. That means he can get to the ball with even more power. The second swing's a little bit better of an offering, and he hits it a good long way here. Again, he wastes no time getting in that position. This is a preload position. He is a leg lift guy. He comes down quickly, and then he'll drive. Look at that pinch into the ball. That's something that is different between the Corey Patterson I had no idea existed as a JV player and the Corey Patterson I've been working with this summer. His ability to move this shoulder and pinch it into this position here on an inside pitch has made Corey a very tough hitter, and one that I think is going to potentially surprise some people, coming up here next year and the year after that. I think this kid can really play, and he has worked and worked and worked to be better. You see good impact right there, and this one is high, and it's a shorter follow through, and that's what I love. And this kid is such a good student. He really listens. You'll see the long decel here, long and high as it should be. I'll back it up here. You'll see long and high decel there because the ball's away, and then you'll see a second pitch which is up and in, and you'll see a shorter decel. Still very long at the end there, but much shorter than the other one. So he's learning that there's two different types of moves for balls that are in and balls that are out. And he's learning. Look at that. He's very much hitting on two planes and supporting, despite the ball being in, his head is over the plate. And how do we know that? Because he goes ahead and falls right there. That little residual fall there, a lot of the ankle still rolled, is phenomenal. This kid's going to be a hell of a player if he continues to work and continues to come out and hit. And I think he might surprise a lot of people. Let me clear this up and get one last look at it. This is such a nice, impressive move to the ball here. Again, it starts without ground forces. He pushes into the ground with the heel right there. You'll see that his hip is open first, hip open. Then you'll see the shoulders come through, and the hands won't fire until right now. There's the top hand that fires last, right there. And this is all possible because he doesn't cheat. Look how deep he hits this ball. He is just off his front foot hitting this ball. Okay? And that is because he's able to move to the ball by pinching this shoulder right there. Look at that, flat through the window there. Boom. Beautiful stuff.